It's November 1st. It's never too early. I am rocking, I got this, it's like it's like a long sleeve, like a turtleneck dress type thing that I have going on. I got it from Goodwill like a year ago, and it's so comfortable and I just love it, and it's November 1st, so it's basically Christmas, and I'm excited. Okay, hey guys, I haven't posted in a really long time because obviously I am off Accutane now, and yeah, I just haven't really found any like need to be posting because most of my videos were just Accutane related. So I still get a lot of questions from you guys, obviously, which I love, asking me about Accutane, and you know, a lot of you are wondering like how my skin is doing. So first of all, I'm gonna upload that clip like somewhere maybe here. I want to do a Q&A because I posted on my Instagram for you guys to ask me questions, and I also posted on like the YouTube community thing because I really wanted to like inform you guys and, you know, have you guys not wondering anymore, because I know a lot of you guys are still considering going on Accutane, so I am doing this video to help you guys out. Obviously my skin is doing good. I'm obviously wearing makeup now, but this is how my skin is while I'm wearing makeup, and you guys saw how it is without makeup. One thing I miss about Accutane, I never thought I'd say that ever, but one thing I miss is the fact that it like, okay, it dries your whole body out, so yeah, I was like practically an alligator and I was like super scaly all over the place, but my hair was never greasy, like ever greasy. I probably like washed it. I could go like a whole week without washing it, which I know is gross, but like I was capable of doing that, and it wouldn't even look greasy. And now like I have to wash my hair like every other day because it gets so greasy. My skin hasn't gotten really oily because my skin was super oily before Accutane, so I'm really glad that it's not as oily as it was. I just want to get into the Q&A. That's just like a little update, but I know a lot of you guys asked me questions about like how I'm doing now, so I'll just answer that through the Q&A. First, I'll just answer the Instagram questions. I like screenshotted all of them, and I have a few pages of them. I was really surprised at how many people were wondering. But the first question is, did you have the initial breakout? If so, how long did it take to pass? Okay, I would say that my initial breakout wasn't anything compared to, I know a lot of people go through like really bad initial breakouts that last months and months. So my initial breakout honestly lasted a few weeks, and then my skin started to clear up. But everybody's different, so if you have an initial breakout of like a month or two, like that's normal. And it sucks, but at the end of the day, it's so worth it. Like I would go through an initial breakout for my skin to be this clear over and over again because it's amazing. When did you actually start seeing results, and did you apply any topicals? So I started seeing results almost immediately, like a couple weeks in, and I could tell that my skin was clearing up, and you guys can see that through my video progress. Like in month 1, I would say my skin was so much clearer at the end than it was when I started, and I think I'm really lucky because, I don't know, I did see results immediately. And I did not use any topicals while on Accutane because your skin gets so sensitive that you don't even want to add any other like outside ingredient because it could just mess with your skin. So I would just apply moisturizer, and that's really it. I didn't apply like benzoyl peroxide. I would definitely not do that because your skin gets so dry with benzoyl peroxide. And tretinoin, I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, definitely do not use that. Accutane is strong enough as it is. You do not need anything else bothering your skin. Does it actually work, or does the side effect depend on the person? I would say that, I don't know like the actual statistics, but for a lot of people, Accutane does work. The side effect does depend on each person. Everybody's different. Some people experience some side effects while others don't, but at the end of the day, I think most people experience the same end result, which is clear skin. So Yeah, I would say it actually works. Did you have any sort of scarring? Yes, and you guys saw that. I do have scarring on my cheeks right here, but honestly, compared to how bad my skin was, I'm so thankful for that they're just red marks, because my skin was horrible at every single part of my face, like my chin, my cheeks, my forehead, and my scarring is not as bad as it should be, honestly. How did I deal with the scarring? I haven't done anything specifically to like stop my scar or to like help my scarring out, or I really haven't. So I think I'm just like all natural, like just let the Accutane do its thing. I do think my scarring has gone away. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that be throughout time. It really doesn't bother me that much, and I don't think it's as bad as it could be. So I really haven't done anything specific for it. I started 3 weeks ago. Any advice or tips? Moisturize, 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 and moisturize. And drink a lot of water. You get really dry. I became like, I remember, oh my gosh, okay, funny story. I was in the car with my boyfriend and I was laying on his lap, like, you know, like this. And he was scratching my head, being really sweet. And I get up and he was wearing black pants. And literally, his pants were full of just like white stuff. Like I was just peeling at my head, at my scalp. I was peeling on my arms, my lips. Moisturize, use Aquaphor on your lips and on your body. Drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and also take the Accutane at your heaviest meal of the day. Like I researched a lot, and my dermatologist also recommended that I take it after eating like a peanut butter sandwich, because that's like a very fatty meal, I guess. So definitely take it after your fattiest meal of the day, which would be around lunch. Did you experience other side effects, for example, hair loss? Because I do right now, and it's scary. Well, first of all, I'm so sorry that you are experiencing that, and honestly, you're not the first person to come to me and ask me that. I personally did not experience any hair loss, but I do know a lot of people do, and when I was starting Accutane, I was watching videos, and I remember this girl was experiencing really bad cases of hair loss. So yeah, I personally didn't, but I do know other people did. I would reach out to them and try to ask them what they did, because I didn't have to go through that, so I didn't really look into that much. But it is a side effect, and I know it sucks, obviously, because that's, what the heck, like, that's your hair. But it is a side effect, and it is normal, so don't freak out. I would talk to your dermatologist and tell them that it's kind of scaring you, and see what they can do. How does my skin feel after Accutane? My skin feels very soft. It doesn't get as oily as it used to, and applying makeup is a lot more enjoyable now because, well, first of all, I'm not as dry as I was on Accutane, and I don't have any like bumps, so my skin just looks soft. I went and I saw my niece Amanda and her husband Chris, and I hadn't seen them in a while, and Chris was like, whoa, your skin looks like a baby's butt. I was like, thank you. Like, honestly, best compliment. Hi, is your skin still as clear as it was on Accutane? It's clear, but I don't think it's as clear as it was on Accutane. I get like red bumps around my nose now, like randomly, and yeah, as you saw, I have this like pimple, and I get pimples here and there. I wouldn't say my skin isn't clear, but I don't think it's as clear as it was on Accutane, because I don't know, you are just not getting any pimples while on Accutane, like towards the end. So any side effects that I noticed, so you guys know that my side effects were nose bleeding, chapped lips, like really, really dry, cracked lips at the side of my mouth, dryness on my arms, like up here mostly. My hair got dry, obviously, that's why I didn't get oily as much. So I was just very dry. I was like a raisin, basically. So side effect is... and also, I do think it affected my mood a lot. I think it amplified my feelings like a lot, which was really hard. So that was like my major side effect, I would say, because I could have dealt with the dryness a little bit more. Well, to answer your question, if my skin was oily before I started Accutane, yes, it was extremely oily, and it's not as oily as it was anymore. I have 2 questions from the same person. It says, what if you start to get small pimples and period breakouts every month? Will you tolerate it? Also, why didn't you lower your dose on Accutane first, but you stopped it immediately? So to answer the first question, I do get like pimples here and there, and yes, it's tolerable. If my face ever gets as bad as it was before, I would definitely like consider doing Accutane again. I was already on a really low dosage of 20 milligrams, and I tried to wait it out. Like there was a couple months prior to me stopping that I was already considering stopping, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna push through because I'm gonna be really mad at myself if I stop too early and my skin gets bad again. So I didn't really stop it immediately. I really tried to push through, but I just got to a point where I was like, okay, this is not healthy, like, for me. Did I get any more pimples after I stopped taking Accutane? Yes, I got a normal amount of pimples, but it's fine. Like, you can't expect to go on Accutane and then get off and then you're like acne free forever and ever. Like, acne is normal. It is definitely normal. Spots, pimples are normal here and there. You know, if you're at the age where your hormones are changing, it's normal completely. So that doesn't freak me out. So yes, I do still continue to get a little bit of pimples here and there, like one here. That was the first one I've gotten in a really long time, like a couple weeks, so normal amounts. Did I experience any physical or mental fatigue while taking Accutane? Yes, I think it was very, very draining, and I feel like in the beginning more so, I felt really tired all the time. I think that was just my body like adjusting to me being on that Accutane pill, and I feel like you really need to adjust with your fruits and your vegetables and drinking water to like fill your body up with a lot of nutrients so you don't feel so like drained all the time. When did I start to see progress on Accutane? I've been on it for about 2 weeks now. So yeah, everybody's different. I personally started seeing results within the first month, but that's not everybody. Some people go like 4 months while being on Accutane and they are still breaking out and they're still having that breakout. But honestly, that is really good because that means that your body and your skin is pushing everything out. So when you're done with Accutane, you're not gonna have acne anymore. So just look at it in a positive way. Have I been feeling normal again? I have been feeling a lot better than I was, for sure. I felt so like depressed, like looking back, just the fact that there are days where I didn't even want to get up and I felt like so not motivated and I felt very, very low. I don't know. I think I will get better and better and eventually just reach a point where I'm like, oh yes, like I feel so good. These next questions that I'm going to be reading are from the community page from YouTube that you guys asked me. A lot of them have already been answered, so I'm just going to go towards the ones that I haven't really answered. So what did I eat while I was on Accutane? I had a lot of Taco Bell Crunch Wraps, but I did try to fill my body up with like nutrients, and I would try to drink a lot of like juices and eat greens. My dermatologist recommended that I try to eat as much greens, as many greens or as much greens. I don't know, that I eat a lot of greens. Was 5 months enough time to cure your acne? I think it was 6, but I really hope so because it's been a good amount of time now and my acne hasn't returned in any way. I know a lot of people get off Accutane and then their face is fine for months and then like a couple months later it goes bad again, so I really hope that doesn't happen to me. So I guess we'll see. It's just a waiting game, honestly. In a year's time, if my skin isn't bad, then I'll be like, okay, Accutane worked. But right now I can't say it cured me. And my mental health now, thank you for asking, that's really sweet, is a lot better. I just think it amplifies your feelings. That's how I would explain it, because I would find myself being so sad over the littlest things, crying over the littlest things, and looking back, like maybe I got angry about things that I usually wouldn't either. Did I take Accutane with any contraceptives? To answer your question, yes, I took it with Biorel. And I'm still taking these. I don't know if these helps my acne either, so I'm just gonna keep taking them. My dermatologist prescribed these to me a month before I started Accutane because you have to make sure like you're not pregnant at all, and then you're supposed to keep taking them a month after Accutane. But I'm just gonna keep being on them because I don't know if these are what's helping me with my acne either, like with my hormones and balancing it. So I'm not gonna take any risks. I'm gonna keep taking birth control. How's my life been after taking this medication? It's sad how sad I felt when my skin was so bad and how I was just so judgy of myself. But I feel so, like, you know, I feel beautiful. Like, I really do. And I remember I used to look at my face in the mirror and I felt like a monster, like with how bad my skin was, and I was so ashamed of like myself, and I didn't want people to even look at me or anything. But yeah, I feel beautiful now. I'm currently on month 2 Accutane, and like you mentioned in your videos, it can go quite some time without washing my hair. I'm just wondering if the hair would still grow at a normal rate. I think I'm experiencing less growth, which would make sense since the necessary oils are missing from my scalp, and wanted to ask you if you had similar experience in what you did for it. Also, you're so pretty, gives me life. Thank you so much. First of all, you're so nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's honestly, I didn't even think of that while I was on Accutane. Like, my hair probably grew at a slower rate because yes, you're missing oils. I didn't really do anything about it though. I would just try to maybe go to a hair salon and ask them like, how can you fill in those oils, or take vitamin supplements. Did I notice an increase in blackheads while being on Accutane? Okay, this is a tricky question. I want to say yes, but I think what it is my skin started to clear up and I started noticing my blackheads more, because before I would just focus on my acne, but then when my skin started clearing up, like, what else is there to look at? Oh, my blackheads. Are my lips still as dry as they were? Heck no. Thank goodness. I couldn't even put on like lipstick or anything because I would it look so bad. I was constantly moisturizing my lips. Have I tried probiotics before Accutane? A lot of studies suggest that acne is linked to poor gut health. Yes, I did try it because I was on doxycycline for a really long time, and I did my research and I was like, oh shoot, like, I know how to fix my acne. I probably just I would drink so much kombucha and I was taking probiotics, but no, that didn't work for me. But I do suggest trying that if people haven't tried that before and they're considering going on Accutane. Like, try taking probiotics, try drinking a lot of, things for your gut. Do you honestly recommend going on it? I've been having bad acne and some cystic acne, and I'm 23. It's not going away no matter what. No matter what I use. Okay, I can't read. I'm going to the dermatologist in a few months. If it's your last option and you've tried everything else, if you have tried changing your diet, and if you have tried topical like ointments like tretinoin and all of that and benzoyl peroxide, if it's your last option, it's your last resort, and you're like, okay, I don't know what else will fix it, then yes, I do recommend Accutane. What are foods to avoid while on it, and what are foods you can eat? Well, it's not necessarily a food, but you can't drink while on Accutane, so bad for your liver. And yeah, so avoid drinking any alcohol. Okay, so that was about all the questions I received. I didn't go through every single one because a lot of them were the same, like about scarring or how I've been feeling now, or they like kind of overlapped each other, but I did answer mostly what you guys were wondering. And if you guys have any other questions, then go ahead and comment and I will respond to you as fast as I can. If you guys have any suggestions for videos that you guys want to see, then I will be more than happy to do so. I really like talking with you guys, and I want to make like a page where we can all come together and like, I don't know if I want it, maybe like a Facebook. I don't know. I have an idea of like just a page where we can all come together and like be friends with each other and be able to interact with each other, so you guys aren't just talking to me, but you guys are talking amongst like one another. I think that'd be super cool. So I really need to get on that. Thank you guys so much. I hope this was pretty informative for you guys and I wasn't just rambling. I'm sorry. I feel like I get really like sidetracked or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I hope Accutane is working for you, and I just wish you guys nothing but positivity and so much light in such a dark time that you could possibly be in with acne. So I wish you guys nothing but the best, truly, and I'm here for you always. I love you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. And also, happy November 1st, because it's Christmas time, baby. Bye.